Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Carry now for Kareem Hunt. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go
into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Finding some room at midfield. Touchdown, Falcons! A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons on just 2 plays have taken the lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential pot? Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble, and the Falcons grab it. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
We got three, brother. We got three.
Hands it off out of the gun. Powering his way forward. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Right back to him on first down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Touchdown, Falcons! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. This is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
From the 24, Fields. Open man is Quintez Cephas. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big connection on that one. 35 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there. And then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And that will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Gano's kick is good, and they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon, and think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick... He's got him in! Complete! Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And 1 play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Fields, he's going to float this one deep right side. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play there for L.A. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Falcons are going to get it back here just past the 35.
He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 117 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And some space here. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. With his second TD of the game, his sixth on the year. And the Falcons are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. Here's Fields on the sneak, and he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. They snap it to Fields. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the first down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do. Fields on first down. Flush to his right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. A shotgun snap, Fields. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And again this time to the tailback. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of... And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 48.
Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. Point after, right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. It's brought in by Harris.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
On first down, Fields.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields. Flushed out right. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line.
Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39.
My goodness, 225 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Two times. You got three down. 29.
And to give this time to the tailback. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up fourth down. Gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Fields. He finds his man, complete. It's Harris. And he goes out right around the 39. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harris. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 45-yard line. Now it's Fields. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. To the air again, Fields. It's caught here by Adams. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That catch, by the way, kind of noteworthy. It's number 764 in his career. Ties him with Hall of Famer James Lofton.
And he's done it just as James Lofton did in his career. Smooth.
Now a first down throw, Fields. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back.
And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
Again, it's Hunt.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Kareem Hunt,
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Rams are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
The Rams Browns leave the offense on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And can you believe this? It's 2 points the other way on the fumble return. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Falcons on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
And his kick is good. Now they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the fourth quarter.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Fields now to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. They'll roll him out right. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Fields. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Here's Fields. That's swung out wide to Harris. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. To throw is Fields. He finds his man complete. It's Harris. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 42.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
On first down, it's Fields. To Boyle here over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. And the Rams are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Throwing again is Fields. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got it second and goal as they look for a late touchdown.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54.
Second down and goal. Fields. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. That's right, baby.
Throwing again on second down. Fields. That's caught left side by the tight end Boyle. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Play action. It's Fields.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Now Fields.
He finds his man, complete. That's Harris. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Fields throwing again.
Over the middle, complete. That's Harris. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 16. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Harris. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Looking to throw again on second down.
Fields.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
It's complete, and he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole, as they'll remain down by a bundle. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Falcons, it may not be too late to salvage their season as the win moves them to 2-5 now on the